It was April 19th of our senior year, and Kyle, Raven, and I were super excited. My grandparents had rented out a condo on the beach of New Smyrna, Florida for the month of April and were willing to let us come for the weekend to celebrate our senior year. My little sister Bailey also came just to hang out and enjoy the sun. We traveled by plane from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to New Smyrna Beach, and you could tell just by looking at us how excited we were for this trip. Sun, sand, tanning, and no school. My grandparents picked us up from the airport in Dayton, Florida, and we were off to the beach. This trip was so exciting, not only because we got to go to Florida, but because we were going to get surfing lessons. My friend Kyle was dying to learn how, and so was my sister, so I decided I may as well try to learn too. Raven sat this one out and took most of the pictures. Our surfing instructor's name was Chris, and he reminded me of and talked like the turtle off of Nemo named Crush. It made it even more hilarious when we found out he had a son who looked and talked just like him, so we thought he was Squirt. We began our practice on the sand, and from there I knew I'd be a bad surfer. It didn't help that we chose the windiest day to try. My hair was blowing everywhere in the wind, and when I got into the water, the waves were huge and intimidating. My favorite part of this whole thing was probably getting all decked out in the wetsuits and taking pictures with the surfboards, also getting to know our funny instructor, Chris. Finally, the surfing began with Kyle going first. She did a pretty good job getting up for a few seconds. I was nervous because I wanted to go next and wanted to do just as good or even better. Unfortunately, I got into the water and I knew it wasn't going to end well. I managed to get up for a split second, but nothing compared to the super surfer I'd hoped to be. Lastly, my sister Bailey gave it a try. She's great at water sports, so of course she got up for the longest amount of time, but it was pretty hard even for her. Getting the opportunity to try to surf was so awesome and something I would do over again if I had the chance. Even if I wasn't a superstar, it was still fun to try, and now I'm able to tell people that I've been surfing before. After we got done with surfing, the four of us went back to New Smyrna Beach all together and enjoyed the beautiful sunset together and enjoyed the rest of our senior trip.